What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. Y'all been with me. These allergies has been woo. I need some suggestions in the chat of what is some good allergy medicine that I should take. Because these allergies, first it was good, but these allergies been acting up. So I need some suggestions. Let me know if y'all can hear me for the allergies. So I went to the public library yesterday and I said, let me get some books. So I'm trying to read. I'm trying to read and trying to sleep. And I'm just sneezing, eyes watering, sneezing, eyes watering. I'm like, what in the world is going on? But I just want to thank y'all too. I lost my grandmother, and I've been definitely helping my mom, to get it scheduled for the funeral, to get it all set up so everything is in motion. So I just thank y'all for y'all support. I want to look nice, so y'all make sure y'all donate so I can look real nice. So I can put my clothes in the cleaners. I got me some black slacks. I need to get me a bow tie. I need to give me a bow tie. So y'all make sure y'all heat that cash up so I can look nice for my granny's funeral. And I did cry. I cried when she was alive. I cried when I was in the room in the hospital, and I cried. The reason why I'm not like crying a lot, like boohooing a lot, is because my grandmother lived a full life, and she did so much to help people, and she wouldn't want me just sitting around being sad and all that. But her for her funeral, I probably would cry again. Ooh, 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 you know what I'm saying? Especially if somebody sing a song, and it's a sad song, it might touch me, but I'm typically not gonna be going around trying to cry because my grandmother, she lived a full life. And I was just thinking about the memories I was thinking about my grandmother and thinking about her raising me, how she raised me in her prayers and stuff. And it just made me want to get closer to God, because she definitely lived a long life, and I thank God for her and what she did, and she's gonna have a beautiful home going service. Um, I didn't have a lot of pictures with my grandmother. I've noticed that. I said, "Oh, I don't have no pictures with my grandmother." I think I probably got one picture with my grandmother, but I didn't take like a lot of photos with her. So what I have is like the memories. I put together like a birthday video that we did a couple of years back, and she was able to see that, and that's just a blessing. I'm just honored that she was able to see that when she was alive, and it's just a blessing. And she said, Mikey, stay out of trouble, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, like I love my cousins and stuff like that. I said, y'all can have this jail prison life. Okay, I love my brothers and sisters. I love you, but going to prison, going to jail. I went to jail for 54, I think 54 days. I was in jail from the day of the Walmart situation up until like November 12th. So that was what, 54 days, 59 days. And I don't want to go back. It was a teachable moment. So that's why I stay on these medications. I don't smoke no ganja. I don't drink. I don't want to go back. I said, you can have that. I don't want that to be my life while I'm drinking and smoking and not taking make it. I don't want to go back to that. Because, no, 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 no. So when you going around smoking the blunts, I said, listen, you go ahead, keep your blunts. Go ahead and keep it. I don't want your blunts. I don't want your alcohol. I'm living a clean life. I take my medication. That's what I do. And I'm about to get back into the exercise, about to register, get back into school, finish that up, and all this good stuff. One thing that my grandmother would not be able to see me graduate from college, but she was able to see me become a CNA. And she always said, you need to get your nurses because you will always have a job. And because of my legal situation, I probably won't. I don't. I'm listen. Don't push it, but I probably won't be able to work back into that field until this misdemeanor is off my record. But I was able to go and get my license for another 2 years, my certificate for another 2 years. So I probably won't be able to work into that field until that misdemeanor is off my record. But I'm gonna still go into the job interview. I think and I'm not gonna say it's a waste of time because you never know. You never know. So I'm gonna go to these job interviews and do that. So I'm thinking about either LPN program or RN, but I'm definitely gonna finish on my criminal justice degree. I want to finish that degree up. Um, I'm looking for LP in school. I'm gonna look for that. I'm gonna call my brother and see where his girlfriend went, and I could just probably just work right into that field. Like take to like study, be a nurse for like 2 years, go into work. It's all that good stuff and all that good stuff. That's probably what I would do. Okay, because I'm this close to finishing up my bachelor's in criminal justice. I'm this close to finish it up. I want to at least accomplish that, then get into nursing. So by the time I complete my bachelor's in criminal justice, go get my LPN, I will have a lot of options. I will have a lot of options. I thought about healthcare management. I thought about healthcare management, and that's an idea. I might do healthcare management. If I do healthcare management, I'm not going to do LPN. And obviously, I'm not going to do LPN if I do healthcare management. Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep myself updated on that and all that good stuff. But listen, you guys, we was up and we was seeing some stuff going on in these streets, and we're gonna bring it up to y'all. I'm just talking to y'all so y'all to know. But I just want to say again to my subscribers, thank you for your prayers. Y'all have been praying for me. I felt it. I said I gotta go live because this is just the only way my people know where I'm at, and so they can watch the show. I gotta get this show up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get it growing. Get it back up to where it's at. Oh, okay. They said after you graduate with criminal justice, that could get you an MBA, healthcare. That's what I have. What? Hallelujah. Glory to God. Yeah, I had to get off camera and blow my nose. But yes, glory to God. So we gonna get into these topics, and let me tell y'all, my subscriber said, Wiley, you need to cover that. You need to cover Tasha K interview that she did with Michelle ATLien Brown. And I said, really? They said yes. She interviewed Michelle ATLien Brown, and I'm like, should I cover it? Should I not cover it? Because she banned me. She banned me from the she had banned me from the app. So I have to get with the low to get on the app. So I was able to watch the interview that she did with Michelle ATLien Brown. And I said, wait a minute, let's talk about it. And that interview that she did, I said I want to talk about it. And she a lot of times give you our backstory. Michelle ATLien Brown got dragged for filth on Tasha K panel. Fucking Aniva got up on there and dragged her. Talked about her smell. Talked about that she smelled like she have odor. Her private part. He was saying all this stuff about about Michelle ATLien Brown. So I was shocked to see this interview. I said, "Oh my gosh, what? She's going to be interviewing Michelle straight from the A? I got to get my popcorn." So I'm watching the interview, and first of all, shout out to Tasha. She didn't have on no shoes. I said she about to get real comfortable, and it's about to be really messy. And she had gave her some wine. I said, okay, they gonna be dropping some wine up in this interview. So she pretty much opened up with Michelle talking about giving her praises about how she was the blogger that really started this. And she was giving Concrete Loop a shout out. She was giving Sandra Rose a shout out, and all these black bloggers that was doing it. And so Michelle was one of the blogs that I did read back in the day. And it was also for me because I identified that time as a gay man. I would read ZenVanAdams.com because he was gay and I was a young gay brother trying to find myself. And so I would read his blog and stuff like that. And I would also read Straight from the A, and I would read B. Scott. These the blogs I would read. And so I was like, seeing her on there, she definitely is an OG. So I talk about that, giving kudos, and then she gets into it with she start talking about the situation with fucking Aniva. And they kept saying that fucking Aniva does the cocoa. She said that fucking Aniva used her. He messed up her place. He put his YouTube channel in somebody else's name, and the woman wanted her name off of it because he didn't want to pay the taxes because it's 1099. So he put it back in his name, and Google reached out to Michelle ATLien Brown and said, "Hey, it's back in his name. You can go after him for your coin." She was talking about that. Then she was talking about how fucking Aniva was at the dinner table and a piece of his cocoa got on the floor. And he was on his knees looking for his cocoa. It got in the package and rolled on the floor. And he was trying to get the cocoa. Then they discussed that fucking Aniva called. This is what Tasha K said. Fucking Aniva called me and said, "Can I come on your platform? I have to address Michelle ATLien Brown." And Tasha K said that was quite weird because it was out of the norm because she don't do her show like that. She plans it, then she do her show. So he called her and he started cussing Michelle ATLien Brown out, saying all this derogatory stuff. And Michelle and Tasha said she apologized because she couldn't really say nothing. He was just dragging it. And Michelle said, "You know what, Tasha? The reason why he went on your platform is because when he did it on his platform, I got the video removed for like bullying and all of that. So that's why he used you go on your platform to say that." So I said, "Oh, that's a good point." But then she said she felt bad. She don't really do this. She don't really say this. And I said, "Tasha K, stop the lie. You got in a $4 million lawsuit with Cardi B. You said that woman stuck a beer bottle inside her private part. So don't you get up on this platform and lie, spew out lies like you don't go out and get down with the dirty. How dare you say, I don't do this on my platform like that? I got integrity. I don't talk about kids. I don't talk about, yes, you do. You talk about Cardi kids. You talked about Cardi B. You said a whole bunch of stuff, and that's why you got sued for $4 million. So don't act like because you sitting in front of Michelle ATLien Brown, you love what fucking Aniva was saying about that woman. And I'm looking at Michelle like, giving her the side eye. Ain't nowhere in the world. Ain't nowhere in the world. I would come on the show and I would tell her, "Sister, you was wrong." Now, she did apologize, and I get it. You go what you want to go. But Tasha K did apologize, but she was also trying to defend herself. And I get it. I made her with people that trash me and dog me, so I get it. You just eat it up and be like, "Okay, we was beefing, and it was a little beef, so I'm gonna move on." Okay. So in the interview, Michelle talked about how Sandra Rose fell out with Freddie O. He was an intern on SandraRose.com. They got into that. Then she get into this, and I want to be careful because I want to be in one of his movies because we cool. Um, Rasby, what is Rasby? The one that touched Rasby allegedly, Rasby cousin. Allegedly, Rasby accused Chris Stokes of assaulting him, and she was talking about how Chris Stokes was suing her and how he was make these fake lawyer accounts. This is all what Michelle was saying. Now let me say this about Chris Stokes. I wasn't there, so I'm not gonna say that man Chris Stokes did anything because I wasn't there. I find it quite strange that no criminal charges was brought up against Chris Stokes. Let this be in 2026. If somebody fumble with you, abuse you, harm you, don't run to YouTube. Run to the police. Don't run to YouTube. Don't run to the Wiley Show. Don't run to the Tasha K Show. Run to the police. What the hell I can do if you was violated other than get a click and a view? That's all I can get. So if you've been violated, touched by your uncle, auntie, brother, cousin, whomever, the next door neighbor, the homeless man down the street, it is best that you get the police involved. Go. I don't care if it happened 20 years ago. File it, a police report. So I can at least say, well, he filed a police report. So nothing was filed on Chris Stokes. And I talked to Chris Stokes. Hello, breaking news. Nothing was filed. And once I did more digging, I said, this is just all rumors. Nothing was filed. No police report, no DNA kit. Dana didn't get involved. You just own a show doing an interview or making a post on social media. I'm just saying. But that's just my whole. I know I'm kind of turned up. Y'all excuse me, I'm kind of turned up. Don't come with me saying, well, my uncle touched me. I'm going to say, baby, go to the popo, get your police report, get the authorities involved, then you come on the show with your attorney, and then we can talk about it. I think that would be best. Than other than us giving platforms to people with just rumors. Go to the authorities. Only thing I'm going to get is a click and a view. And we're going to eat it up and move on to the next story. You ain't going to get no justice. And you ain't going to get no peace. Go to the authorities. To the authorities today. If somebody fumble with you, I got to stay on that subject. I feel it in the spirit. If somebody fumbled with you, touched you, violated you, humped you against your permission, go to the police. Because going to YouTube, that ain't going to change your circumstance. That probably going to make it worse. I'm just saying. So I'm listening to this interview. I'm hyped. And I'm hot. And I'm fat. And I'm a strong black man. I'm listening to this during Women's History Month. And I'm looking at Michelle. She looked beautiful, by the way. Makeup is done. She's in a nice sweatsuit. Look like she's ready to run a marathon. So I'm listening to her talk about the gays, T.S. Madison. I want to say this. They brought up a point about the DL Whisperer. Now, of course, this interview was taped before the DL Whisperer was arrested. The DL Whisperer in a they was giving him accolades. Oh, we love the DL Whisperer. What he's doing is right. Now, one point they made in this interview, I agree. When T.S. Madison going against women, she ready to poom pow, poom poom pow. But when a man get involved, I gotta get the police. I'm scared of my life. Police, help me. Help me, help me, help me. She saw court paperwork. But when she's arguing with Tasha K, Michelle ATLien Brown, she just loud and boisterous and ready to rumble. But when D.L. Whisper came out that house, I'm letting my lawyers handle it. I'm above this. I'm too rich. I'm too rich. But was you rich when you was arguing with Tasha K? Were you rich when you was arguing with Michelle ATLien Brown? Talk back to me in this chat. Then Tasha K said the house was filthy. Tasha K was dragging T.S. Madison. Said her house was filthy. Then she said that I didn't let nobody hold my child. I didn't let the child hit the floor. First of all, if the house was so filthy, see, this was the lie, this is what I can't deal with. And I'm not a T.S. Madison defender, but I got to defend her on this. If the house was filthy and you didn't want to eat none of the food because you said that they treat Mama T.S. Madison as a house slave, you stayed there and did the interview. You were dancing, you was laughing, you was drinking. The only time you're gonna come out and say that house was filthy is when you fell out with T.S. Madison. But was it filthy when you were shaking your behind on her show? Talk back to me in the chat. Was it filthy when you were dancing? When you was on the Queen Supreme Court? I find it quite funny that now her house is filthy. See, it's just the lies with Tasha K that it makes me cringe. You want to talk about that house, man? I don't believe that house is filthy. Ain't nowhere in the world that T.S. Madison's going to invite y'all in that house and the house is filthy. It's just like you was just trying to do a little jokes. And then talking about Miss Mary ain't got no power chair. Well, buy one. You rich. Buy one. Get her a power chair if you think that she should have a power chair. But why is Miss Mary in it? Miss Mary is innocent. Miss Mary is the mother of T.S. Madison. Why are we bringing Miss Mary into a beef? She don't bother nobody. Only thing Miss Mary gonna do is cook, pray, pray, fast, and live in her daughter. You don't hear Miss Mary coming out dragging T.S. Madison. You don't hear Miss Mary coming out dragging Michelle ATLien. Leave the mamas out of it. Miss Mary don't bother nobody but a pot of greens, macaroni and cheese, hot water cornbread, butter biscuits, steak, prime steak, fried chicken, fried pork chops. She ain't bothering nobody but making some bacon, scrambled eggs, butter biscuits, oatmeal, grits, waffles. She ain't talking about What Tasha K doing? So leave Miss Mary out of it. Miss Mary ain't bothering nobody. She in that kitchen cooking and praying to her Lord and Savior. Now listen to this interview. Then they talk about fucking Andiva got cancer. They brought that up. Then they said, do you believe it to be true? Michelle ATLien Brown said, I don't believe it to be true. It's just a ploy for some attention. She claims somebody posted in the Discord saying that they're just gonna watch it before they do a surgery. Now, what I heard from fucking Andiva voice that he was gonna do the surgery to remove the prostate. Correct me if I'm wrong. That he was gonna get it removed. Did he say removed or repaired? Something like that. I didn't hear when he just said he's just gonna see if it's gonna grow. Just gonna watch it. So again, he probably did say that. I heard when he said he was gonna get it removed, the prostate removed or repaired, removed, or get the what do they call it when you get cancer? The cancerous stuff removed from the prostate. Yeah, that's what I heard him say from his own mouth. But I understand why Michelle is upset with fucking Andiva. She's upset at him because he messed up her rental property. And she's still holding on to this and saying, you messed up my rental property, and I had to fight through the court system to get you to pay me back for the damage you did to my rental property. And the dog doo-doo submerged on the floor. And the dog eating up the wood floors. So she cried. Baby, she cried. I remember the episode. She cried. She had her phone. Oh, Lord, he messed up my place. Look what he did. The dog that doo-dooed on the wall, that doo-dooed on the floor, and she was boo-hooing. She was hurt. He broke her heart. Doo-doo was everywhere. Urine took over that house. A stench of urine took over that house that she rented out for fucking Anita. Then he stole her wash machine and dryer. I lived in a couple of apartments in my day, and I never stole a wash machine and dryer. I left it there. What did I do stealing the wash machine and dryer? Anyway, that's what I remember that video that Michelle did. So I'm listening to this. Then Michelle talked about how all the housewives, she talked about how Candy, her, what do they call it that you get? The prenup is not airtight, that it's going, she's going to have to write a check. They talked about Simon Kabadia, that she said that's a friend, and they talk about that. So it was good. Then they get to this part. Michelle ATLien Brown said her mom had cancer, and she don't play around with that. Her mom had it, so y'all keep Michelle ATLien Brown mother in prayer. So Tasha K, she become a health expert, no PhD in medicine. She got a PhD in lawsuits, PhD in getting sued, PhD in over $4 million. She gonna tell her, well, why don't you take your mama to Mexico? Take her to Mexico, take her to Japan, take her to France, because in all other countries, you can give them about $40,000. They tell you what your diagnosis, and they get to you right away. And this woman literally was saying, and tell her to go on a fast. She go on a fast for a week. It will activate her stem cells. I said, Tasha K, you is not a health guru. Just because you was on a free talk radio show that you paid $900,000 to do doesn't make you an expert. You are not a doctor. So Michelle ATLien Brown, listen to your brother. I love you. Say this with love. Don't listen to nothing she talking about. Keep your mama in that same hospital with them same doctors. Don't listen to Tasha K because she don't know what she talking about. She doing a whole health segment. Then she brought up her daughter. This is Tasha K. Yeah, my daughter's entitled, and I had argued with my mother, and my daughter was working with the company, and then she took off 2 weeks. She wanted to work, and she wanted to be with her friends. She go to, and I told her just get a degree, and I just pay for it. And what you, I said, Tasha K, your daughter is raised in privilege. You spoiled your daughter with Chick-fil-A, filet mignons. You spoiled her with having servants, butlers, all these type of babysitters, high price babysitter, private schools, stuff like that. This ain't the time for you to be strict. You should have did that day one. You're gonna work, but it's too late. Just give your daughter some coins while you still got it, because according to Cardi B, she gonna be looking more into your finances. So give your daughter for what she want. Don't let her work. If I become a billionaire, my children ain't gonna be working. They're gonna be well taken care of. I'm gonna tell them, hey, work for the company, all that type of stuff. You work for the company, get you a business degree. If you want to, I'll help you with fund your business. I'm gonna help you be wealthy, but I'm gonna teach you that day one how to grow the wealth. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you to go get a bush or go to get a bull crap job and making $9 an hour and I'm a millionaire. I'm not doing that. My kids, when they're born, they're gonna learn how to grow the business. We're gonna talk about how to grow the business, how to grow the wealth. But you spoiled them. Butter biscuits, Chick-fil-A biscuits, spicy hot biscuits. You spoiled the girl. So don't be trying to be strict now. She ain't raised in Florida poor. She was raised with money. She's not poor. Tasha K, you not poor. Look at that place that she in. Do that look like some poverty? So give your daughter gold robes, gold necklaces, gold teeth. Stop trying to be so relatable. I don't want my kids, my daughter. She's spoiled. Your son speaks 4 languages. He was in Africa. He had a platoon of 5,000 soldiers under his command. 5,000 soldiers. So he's used to wealth. Granddad had 55 wives and 200 concubines. But I'm just so did she talking about I don't like the gays, I don't like the gay like Ski Wiggins. She talking about Armon Wiggins, right? I helped him get in the algorithm, and then what she said about Storm, we're gonna get to Storm too. Yeah, Ski Wiggins and all this. He put my name, he want to grow in the algorithm. I said, Tasha, you did not birth Armon Wiggins' career. Stop with the cat. The man was doing blockbuster ratings on Facebook. He built his platform from the ground up on YouTube. Went viral or with the T girls. Went viral with the Love and Hip Hop. Went viral. Had many leaks on his show. So you did not birth his career. Now Storm Monroe, that's another type of conversation over there. Cause Storm, you did birth Storm. And the way she said, Story haven't grown, his channel haven't went nowhere. He trashed me. Soon as when I lost the lawsuit, he wanted to diss himself. And I agree. Everything she said about Storm, I'm right there applauding it because she did do that exactly how she discussed it. When everybody was against Tasha K, Storm wanted to break away and be free. I think personally, Storm should have stayed with Tasha K. He should have stayed with her. He could have been in movies with Tasha K with her studios. He could have went to Africa because she already had to connect because her child was over there being a child soldier. He's a general now, a child soldier. Oh, 1, 2, 3. He had 3,000 soldiers on there. A lot of the tribes over there, South Africa, in the Congo. He could have easily been over there, and it could have helped his career. I wouldn't have left. I would hate that because when he left Tasha K, his career his career wasn't the same. Everybody had the best comeback. She told her to make another. Okay, make another one. Exactly. If you made him make another one, and she tried. She tried other people to go against Armon Wiggins. This lady, this is what she was trying to bait me. She bought me a camera. I got the camera in my bag, child. She bought me a camera and she said, "Here you go, Wiley. You go camera." Did teach me how to set it up. I just so happened was in an Uber and these people helped me set up the camera. So now I gotta call them and be like, "Hey, how to hook this up in the new spot I'm at?" She didn't help me with none of that stuff. Her husband communication help and stuff like that because she wanted me to 1,000% drag Armon Wiggins. Don't don't bend, don't buckle, don't give him any praise. Don't criticize her. So I would do a show and I would try to criticize Tasha K, and my phone would ring. Ring, ring, ring. Wiley. I'm like, yes, Tasha. You know who you reminded me of? Armand. Because they're talking about, and because she didn't like that. She didn't like that I would criticize her. I would be critical in my commentary. She didn't like that. So I knew then me trying to work over there with Tasha K ain't gonna work. Unless she give me the Storm Road package. And I told her that. Unless she would have given me the package, the Storm Road package, pay my wall, pay for my home room and board, then maybe I would be your I'll be indebted to be your junk car dog. But you just bought me a camera and just think that I'm just gonna become 1,000% loyal. That ain't gonna work. Then she told me, "Don't put my name." Don't put my name and Armon Wiggins' name in the same title because you mess with his psyche. I said, Tasha, you can't tell me who to put in my title. We ain't on no contract. You didn't give me the Storm Road package, and even Storm tried to take it. Well, you know what you gotta do, Wally, if you want that package. I don't want to do that because they'd be like, wow, I have to be a slave. I know I have a lot of time. Thank you. And she's right about that. She said you have a lot of time. I just didn't want to just drag because when you love somebody, I love them. And it would make because I love him. And if he do something that I need to criticize him more, it will have to happen privately. Because I don't want it to get him misconstrued. Be like, hey, if I see something I like, I'll reach out to him privately and let's talk as brothers. Then versus me coming on the platform, dang, because if you cool with somebody, the thing you should do is say, hey, some you said I just don't agree with, or some you doing I don't agree with. Can we talk about it off camera before rushing on camera? That's the mindset I'm at right now. And I've been this way going on 3 years now. Because when I came out, that's the mind frame that I have. If I have a disagreement, you want to know it, I'm going to reach out privately. Let's talk about it privately. Instead of me rushing on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And she don't like that. Then she did a show. She didn't want me on the show. She didn't bring me on the show. And they talk about flop soul. Tasha K's show flopped when she tried to bring a show on her show. She did a panel show, paying people $1,200, $1,300 to do it. And everybody said, why don't you bring Wiley on? She didn't want to bring me on. This woman lied to her chat, and this is the thing, you guys. She's a liar. She always claimed, I don't block. We don't block. We don't block over here. We don't block over here. We don't block over here. I block all her platforms. So that's just a lie. And I don't spam her comments. I don't do it like, why is I'm blocked? If you don't block, why am I blocked? and then you block me from the app. So it doesn't. So you lie. I just can't deal with the lies that you tell. But this Michelle ATLien Brown interview, it was good because I'm a fan of Michelle ATLien Brown because that woman brought me on her platform when she had Peter. We talked. She used to come on my Instagram live when I was very manic. She was on the Instagram live. I was out my mind. Anyway, so I love her for that. I don't have no issues with Michelle. If she would have called me, I would have told her don't do the Tasha K interview. Until she go on her YouTube channel and publicly apologize for the filth that she said about Michelle ATLien Brown. Of course, she took the video down now that you got Michelle on there, but that video stayed up there forever. You recently, excuse me, took down the interview. You recently took that down. So I think that you need to publicly go on your platform and apologize for the lies that you allowed on your show. Don't do it on the app because Funky wasn't on the app. Funky was on that platform with the million subscribers. Go there and apologize for the lies. Do that. Amen. And something else Michelle said, she dropped some gems. She said, how you been on here for so long and don't have investment properties? Then she's talking about the people that's making big bucks on YouTube. She talked about how she invests. She have an investment portfolio. She have properties and she sold properties and she have rental properties. I said, whenever I make, I'm talking about like 50, 60, 70, 80 grand per month on YouTube, that's going to some investment. I'm gonna get my first investment property, and I'm gonna get a multi-unit and get land. So just in case the YouTube fickle, if I don't want to do YouTube like that, I still have all these other properties and stocks and bonds and all these investment property IRAs and all that. So really, that she was really just dropping some gems. And I was telling somebody on the phone, I said, no, Michelle took care of her money. Like she got some investment properties. Like she when she made the money, she reinvested it back into herself, into her platform, into the show. And then she also says a good gem. She said, you can have 1,000 subscribers and making a lot of money on YouTube. It's not about the subscribers, it's about the views. So that's I've been saying that for years. So just because you ain't got 1,000,000 subscribers don't matter. Armon Wiggins is a prime example, got 300,000 subscribers and makes buku money. I don't know the amount he makes, but the way how he live, I can give an amount by my prediction. He might be bringing in $20,000 to $30,000 a month. On a good month, 50 to 60,000 when he was talking about the Diddy stuff. I ain't counting his pockets. I'm just giving an estimation. He lives a very expensive lifestyle. And he don't have 1,000,000. I think he brings in almost more than Tasha K brings in on YouTube. I'm not talking about her other platforms. I'm just talking about YouTube. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. My grandmama wanted me to entertain y'all this morning. I'm dedicating this show to my granny. And then my grandmother passed. I just can't have a day that I can grieve. Somebody decided to talk about me and my granny on the day she passed, and I announced it. I didn't even get mad. And I told my producers, tell me what people tell me. Let me know. Because I want to be aware of what's going on. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna give it no air. I'm not gonna put their name in the title. I'm not gonna do it. I get it. I'm a public figure. The good, the bad, the ugly. Because the way they used to talk about Jesse Jackson, he was a public figure. They're gonna talk about me. So when you're a public figure, you're gonna get the good. If you take the good, you gotta take the bad, and you gotta take the ugly. That's where we at. And she did start her blog after she was fired. She got fired from the lottery because she filed an EEOC. I hope I'm saying it right. And they started calculating how many times she was late, documented, and they fired her. Okay? So that's how that goes. Somebody said Tasha exploits the black community in a negative way. She supported Trump, so I can't get with that. Yeah, she supported Trump. I did, and it drove me crazy. So I ain't supporting crazy. I'm supporting the Democrats. I'm supporting Crockett. I'm supporting the Democrat. I'm supporting Crockett. That's who I'm supporting. I'm supporting Crockett. You said you are too funny. Did you really have? Listen, I must use praise. What are you trying to say? Keep the link so we can talk about it. If you mad that I asked my audience to donate, that's because you ain't got it and we ain't talking to you. I'm gonna always ask my supporters to contribute to the show. Hit the Cash App, $Wireless Show 1990. Maybe no difference. As long as you ain't cussing and doing too much, we allow you to comment because it help us in the algorithm. So can't get mad at Wiley. Oh Lord. Did y'all enjoy the interview that she did with Michelle Taylor Brown? It's not on YouTube yet. I can post the number on here just in case if y'all want to comment. If y'all want to comment, let me know in the chat. Comment if you want to call in too. Hold on. I want to see if I can do the call in this way because they allow me to be on here for a week with this. Let me go on my thing here. Let's see if we get a caller to call in because I can do it this way because you can hear better on here. Give me do that way, that way, that way. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if somebody call in. I'm going to see if it works. Somebody call in so I can see if the phone lines is working. I just want to see because I'll be able to do this for like 1 week. We need a good show today. I had to come on here and entertain. Was y'all entertained this morning? We're gonna try to keep the morning show going instead of me going live so late and then people y'all watch the replay and all that good stuff. And I know on the West Coast, it's about like what 5:35, 5:33. So let me know. Somebody call in really quickly. Really quickly. I want to see if it's gonna work. Really quickly. I'm not a Democrat. I just don't like Trump. Oh, okay. That's most people's that way. Y'all need to go vote today too, because it's voting happening in some parts of the country. So if you're in Texas, I know they have a votes today. So make sure y'all go vote today. Go vote. Get Jasmine Crockett that. I would love to see a black woman like Jasmine Crockett in the Senate. I would love to see it. I would love to see the Democrats take the Senate and the House, and I would love when they do take the Senate and the House. I would love for them to. Oh, okay, I'm here. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey Wally, like you said, real quick, because you know we could be on for a long time.
Okay, yes,
Over
it's
there, child.
working. Can y'all hear the caller?
It's
Can you
clear.
hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, it's working. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, did you want to say something before you go? Because I know you can't be on here
Yes, I
for long.
want to say rest in peace to your grandma.
Thank you.
Sorry she passed. I remember you played when she was in church. You had us watch it. You remember?
I did.
Yeah. So I remember that, and of course she loved you. So you're doing your
Yes,
thing.
I,
Keep
I did,
representing
and
her.
I felt like an old video of me singing in the choir. I was like tall and skinny. I'm gonna have to find that video. I was like, look at me. I was like tall and skinny, had on a white vest and stuff like that. I'm definitely gonna miss her, you know. Um, but yeah, she was very active in church. Like her home going, the way has going. I think it's gonna be a good home going celebration, and Yeah, definitely gonna miss her. Y'all just and make sure y'all keep my mom in your prayers too because she lost her mom. Like all both her parents are gone. She lost her father in '98. Now she lost her mother. So keep my mom in your prayers too. Um, to lost both her parents. You know what I'm saying? And just pray for
Hmm.
her. I want to be there for her just in case when she break down and cry, I can hold her. I hope she don't do no damn, damn, damn. Don't do that. Because I don't want to be stepping on no glass.
Wally,
That's
do you
how.
guys still communicate with that lady? You remember you recorded her and she was gossiping about the people in the church.
Oh yes.
She know your grandma passed. You guys still
I
communicate
did
with her?
talk. You know, that's bang. That's gonna be future bang. But I did talk. I definitely heard like that's future bang. I've been trying to hit that forever. Yeah, I definitely told yo, grandma go. That's bang. Future
Okay.
bang. I had a crush on her when my grandma used to go and pick them up. I used to be like, "Was we going to pick up? We going to pick her up today?" I'd be excited. I was like, "Oh yes,
Yeah.
definitely."
So
That's what I
I did
can't
not
wait to
watch the
be rich.
Tasha K interview. So thanks
Uh,
for enlightening us with that.
Yeah, I'm glad I watched it. I watched it because I knew my audience would enjoy it. Number two, um, she said with the mother lady. Oh no, I thought you was talking about it was another girl that was gossiping. Okay, that
No, the one that was gossiping about the people in the church and you recorded her and then you played it for us.
oh, I know what you talking about. Okay? Yes, 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 yes.
Did did you guys let her know the passing? You guys still speak to
She
her?
passed.
Oh, she passed.
She passed away. I ain't gonna say no name because they watching me. She passed away
Oh,
during the pandemic. She passed away.
okay. Well, rest in peace to
I'm
her as
gonna play.
well.
I'm gonna play that again because that's what got me. To this day, people when they look see me coming, they go the other way. They're like, but people do show me love. They was like, now you know why we don't come visit. You know what I'm saying? Like I never knew why people like why my uncle church didn't grow to like thousands of members. And I was like, man, why ain't nobody there? Especially now, there's only like 5 members. I never knew the backstory, but once she shared that, that was like confirmation. She ain't lie. Everybody, they never will come out on my show publicly, church folks, but they
Hmm.
all have shared with other people. Let me know she ain't lie. She ain't lie. And my uncle to this day, like we will never. I don't think it's gonna take God to bridge that relationship. Once I put that out, because she was such a person that been in the church for decades. If
Yeah.
this one a person that I just a random. This person been in the church back when the former pastor was alive and all that type of
So
stuff.
she had
So
all the tea, all the church
she
tea.
knew all the tea. And my uncle to this day, he blames me people leaving, but people been leaving forever. Somebody, Lord have mercy. Somebody asked my sister, "Can you please come back? Ain't no kids in the church. Can you please come back?" No, like it's if you see, and I'm gonna tell anybody if you're in the church, if you see people leaving, you need to do a self-diagnostic test to see why people leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And what can we change to get people to come? Because if you don't have young people in your church, you just a couple of funerals away of going out of business.
Mm-hmm.
Young people keep the church in that generation and keep different generations coming. So you have to have families in churches. If you only have one person in church with no family, when they go, that means you're about four more funerals away of just going out of business.
I can agree to that.
So you have to be a good business person to keep the church growing. And it's just it is what it is. It's the truth. And that may be a hard pill for my uncle to swallow. But when you see that, it's like it's so sad, y'all. My uncle, he can't even take a vacation because there's nobody to be there to preach why he take a vacation.
Wow.
So it's like I'm not the blame of it. It's just people. If I had that much power, I need to go and get me a church. If I got that power to tell people to leave. No, I just think people just finally woke up and know that I just can't deal with this type of stuff. And it's one thing that I would not do if I become a pastor. I don't want to put people business over the pulpit. That's dangerous. I don't. If you
Hmm.
tell me something, Icon, I shouldn't repeat what you say in the pulpit.
I agree.
Share your personal business. Get into personal, because is this preaching or is this gossip? If I gotta correct you, now some cases you need to correct a member if they out of order, but I don't think you should share their private business in the pulpit. And this is what I get from sharing private stuff I shouldn't share. I learned that from the church. That's where I learned it from. He was sharing your personal business in the pulpit. He was sharing. I'm telling y'all, he will share. I when when his topics gonna talk about the gays, y'all definitely we definitely gonna get it. Lord have mercy. Lord, I'm not shouting
Mm,
out about high. And your personal business. I will
I
never
believe
forget it.
you.
I was in Sunday school and I've shared this story. I shared this story before I was in Sunday school. He said, "Yeah, Marquis' dad, uh, Tasha violated him." I'm like, "Who he talking about?
What?
That never happened." But even if
What?
it did, would I want that to be shared in the pulpit?
Mm-mm.
That's
So
something that you
embarrassing,
don't do.
right? Like
And
what?
I mean, there's so many stories I can share, and people's like, "How is Marquise know this information?" He shared it. I'm just repeating it with a larger audience. Um, he just
Mm.
shared some stuff, even about my grandma, granddad. He shared when she had got slapped by her husband. He shared it over the place. I never knew that existed because again, I wasn't around that. But why share
What?
that?
Yeah.
That's why it's hard to get people to come because woman he shares stuff on there, and then he's very traditional. Like you can't wear pants, women can't wear pants, women can't preach. You can cook, but you can't preach. You can't
Mm.
wear pants. You can't go to the movies. You can't have a boyfriend. You can't
I go to
drink.
the movies.
You can't smoke. You can't go to concerts. You can't be visiting from church to church, all of without his permission.
So what is it? Just church, 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 and back to church, church,
That's a
church?
Pentecostal church. You can't get
Oh
married.
no.
You get married and then you divorce it, and then you get married again. You can't do that either. So it's
But to this
all
day,
these
people still live like that.
huh?
To this day, people still live like that.
No, like you said about gay people.
No, no. The church, the pastor, like you got to go to church. You can't go to the movies. You like what?
No, you can't. That's the rules. I remember one time me and my
But do
friend
they
we was,
still do that up to this day?
they still do it to this day.
What?
Yes. And I was and this is why a lot of my mental got distracted and hurt because I was raised on the all what you can't do, what you can, and it was like, man, I can't go to the movies, gotta do he said, no, you don't need to go to college. You need to stay here. We need to keep an eye on you. I wanted to go to college. I got accepted. I forgot the college I got accepted to because my homegirl got accepted and I got accepted. No, you forget about that. But his kids went to college and graduated. So it just Lord have mercy. It was just things that
Mm-hmm.
it's just things that I didn't agree with. And my sister was like, well, what you gonna do when you see all the people you talk about? Nothing. Because they ain't gonna bother me. You'll get a rebuked. Especially my grandma in the castle. You bring me some mess, I will rebuke you. Period.
Wally, one of my friends said the pastor said you can't gamble because
You
they
can't
supposed to be going
gamble.
to Las Vegas or whatever for some church thing.
But you
And my
can't
friend was like,
gamble.
I'm about to that. But my thing is, if you win, aren't you going to give a big portion to the church? I'm
Of course,
confused.
they ain't gonna accept it.
But so why I'm like,
I
why
just
you
think
tell
you
them they
can't
can't
gamble.
gamble?
I'm telling you, the rules are that type of way, and
But
I'm
all those
telling you,
old people in that be gambling, you don't think they go to church, Wally?
They go to church and they give tithes, and other churches are more open to it. No woman in the pulpit. Somebody said my family's apostolic. My aunts do not wear pants, head covered in the church. No visit other churches. No weddings. No secular anything. It's church. That's my uncle. He's very strict
What?
on that. I remember he would be talking about women preachers, and I'd be like, oh my gosh. I'm like, oh. And even at my new church that I'm at, I still cringe a little bit when I see my pastor wife preach because I was taught and trained don't sit under a woman preacher.
That's crazy. But
So
you
I
know, if
still
that's the case,
cringe a little bit. Even for my YouTube career, he said, whether profit a man to gain the whole world, lose his soul. Well, I'm just trying to get to
and now they
100,000
on you,
subscribers and make $80,000 a month on YouTube. I ain't trying to gain the whole world, but
and
we
now
stuck
because
at
of
YouTube.
COVID, they on YouTube, right?
Huh?
And because of COVID, all the churches is on YouTube.
All the church on YouTube, baby. YouTube, Facebook, everything. And I'm saying this with love. I'm like, I would love to have like a private conversation with my uncle to tell him things, and I will apologize for what I did. Yes, and I will tell him the reason why I did it because I was hurt, I was angry, I didn't understand. Now I get it. Now I understand. Now more. Now I have a close relationship with my mother. I understand. I get it, and I can't change the way how he pastored. I can't change them. And I want I mama said no. And the church I'm at now, it ain't all them strict rules. Women can wear pants, women can preach. If you want to go to the I don't think he have a problem. He never said we couldn't go to the movies and go skating. You know what I'm saying? And so it's more I feel more free that I'm able to live. And I'm not ashamed of what I do for that. And so again, but I would, apologize to my uncle because it was that division. And but he puts a lot on me. I would never get it. He the reason why I got no members with people leaving. No, people leaving because they have their own experience.
And I don't know your uncle personally, but I'm so pissed with him that he removed you from the choir as a choir
Oh,
director.
and I was like, that, see, that's going all the way back. And I love that's something that I love. I believe,
Yeah.
I believe if my uncle would have handled it right, I would all these issues that I'm having right now, I probably wouldn't have had these issues. It should have been handled better. He didn't know how to handle when
Okay.
somebody having a mental health crisis. They ain't know none of that stuff. Now, if I ever become a pastor, I'd be a good pastor because I know how to deal with people that have mental problems. I won't just tell
Hmm.
them, get on the altar, just say GGG. If that's not working right now, I'm gonna encourage you, go see a therapist, go see a counselor. Not saying, oh, he probably on drugs. That was the rumor. It's
Hmm.
mental health. You got to say what you got to say, and I go so deep. God rest his soul. My my grandmother's father committed he
The
self
S word.
deleted himself. He committed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
The S
let's call
word.
a thing a thing. It runs in the family.
Mm.
It's called my uncle that passed a couple of years ago. He died in a mental institution. Let's call a thing a thing.
Hmm.
We got to address it and stop covering up it. So I'm living this to teach all the people that come behind me, all my children and everything like that. If you have an issue, it's okay to go to a therapist and get you some medicine. It ain't gonna make you less sane or than the next person that wear glasses or have a hearing aid or take high blood pressure medicine or take high cholesterol medicine. If I'm going to hell taking psych meds, are you going to hell if you take blood pressure medicine? Or high
Amen.
cholesterol medicine, or them bifocal glasses you got on, or that hearing aid you got in your ear.
I'm with you when you're right.
So I'm just feel like we need to have those type of conversations and stop with this. He's on drug. That was a rumor. He's on. There was no drug that Carmen had. It was mental illness. Period. And whoever run with that lie, like Mother said, you got to pay for all them lies you said. Something you can't do. You gonna pay for it because it was drugs. If it was, I would say so. That Walmart situation wasn't a drug. I was addicted to drugs and boo. It was a mental health manic breakdown. And the thing about it, I have a cousin that's a psychiatrist. His older daughter, she know this. She went to school for this. So what gets me, I love my platform. And if I wasn't raised with my uncle in the church and telling people business, I want to be doing it on my show. But that's how I was raised, to call it out, spread around, spoil the child. I got a little bit
Mm.
better now. I'm not as worse like I was. I'm a little bit better now. Because I didn't know this platform had all this power. I remember when somebody, this is really true story. My mom went to a funeral. Yeah, do you still talk to your son, Marquis? She said, yeah, that's my son. Like, these people, they love bringing up, and that same woman is still on my Facebook page. I just let her stay right there. It's just whatever. Stay. I don't care. But
Okay.
and then another lady said, "You know your son got a YouTube channel." Of course she know. Like, why did they be telling my mama? Like, this what gets with people. What you gonna think?
A grown man.
Would you think my mama gonna beat me because I do a YouTube? Child, y'all need to
Mm-mm.
stop. These church people, they would bring it to my mom, and I'm like, wow. And I'm like, it's okay, because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm doing something I love doing. These people, these subscribers, y'all have stood with me when family pulled away. Helped.
Okay.
Donations, phone calls, prayer. I built an online audience.
Mm-hmm.
I built that. It is what it is. I built my own congregation, the audience. I built that, and I have to share this story. It was rough. It was really, really rough, because I never had, like, I can talk to my mom as an adult and bring something up. Hey mom, what you think about this? And now I understand why she didn't stay in church. I get it. I didn't understand it then, but now I understand as an adult, as somebody said, "Oh, I understand. I understand." That's for my mom, for my grandma's funeral. I didn't bring up no suggestions. Call him. I said, "Y'all hundred. That's y'all mama. Some stuff I don't agree with, but that's y'all mama." Because I know my grandmother
Mm-hmm.
like. She said, "Give me my flowers while I'm alive, because when I'm dead, I can't smell them." That was the
That's
thing.
so
She never
true.
was the type of person. Of course, she wanted a homegoing service, but she didn't want all them flowers, all that stuff. She wanted the love while she was alive. And I saw some things with my grandmother with her own children. I said, I have to break that cycle. Let me show my mom love. Be there for my mother. Because I've seen some people, and my grandma, how her kids treated her. Not my mom, these other kids. I said, I don't want that from my mom and my siblings. I want to be close to my siblings and be close to my mom to break that cycle. Because one day you're going to lose your mama. And I don't want to be, you ain't touched your mama in months and years, then your mama gone, and now you got guilt. I don't want that to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
Yeah.
hold on, because people hold on to, I've seen it happen to my husband, hold on to whole grudges. I'm like, where's my grandma, the kids at? Why they ain't here? I'm in there boohooing. And the reason why I'm boohooing, because me and my grandmother had a great relationship. She raised me. That was a second mom. I cried when I seen her like that. I wanted to cry some more. It was sad, but I said, let her rest. It's time to let her rest. And she was able to trust, and she had like such a glow on her face. She was ready. She had that glow. I'm like, she ready to go. Let's not do no CPR. Let's not let her be comfortable, take the meds to be uncomfortable and stuff like that. But let her go. Because she lived a full life. And when she took her last breath, I didn't rush her to the hospital and all that. Because all them church people, they ain't got time. Because if you say something to me now, that's what God said. No, you stay right here, because they might say something smart and you might end up back in jail. I was like, yeah, let me stay where I'm at. Because church people can say something a little smart, and I ain't got time for that. Get out of my face with no mess. But when I saw her in that room, I said in the hospital room, I knew it. I said she's gonna go, and I'm so glad y'all was able to get me here to see her. Because when I saw her, she couldn't talk. She couldn't talk, and she was able to open her
Yeah.
eyes. I said she's at the end. And a couple of days later, I saw her the day before she passed. She had such a glow. I said, it's that time. I said, you fought the good fight of faith. She fought a good fight. And I'm not one of those type of people. Oh, please stay here some more. Cooked up the tubes and breathing tubes and all them tubes, feeding tubes. Let's do CPR. I'm like, no, let her go in peace. And I'm
Yeah.
glad that she went in peace, and I'm glad that I was able to talk to my grandmother. I was glad that I was able to sit with her. I'm glad that I was able to give her coffee when she was a nurse. So I'm glad that I was just there for my grandmother. And she lived alone. And she taught me some good tools to be there for people. Yeah, she was waiting because she was called. My mom said she was calling my name. And that was a sign. She said, yes, she was calling your name. Because she know the love.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
But
treated my grandma
wanted
with
to see.
she wanted to see me because we
Mm-hmm.
spent years together. Church, went to so many churches, out to eat. We
I
went
used
to
to go
church
there to
too.
visit her a lot.
Yes. Tuesday,
I remember.
Wednesday, Friday, every second Saturday. We was in church act, and I was very active in church. I would open the church doors, raise the offering, take pictures, videotape. Like if you go to the church page, all of most of the videos, that's stuff that I recorded. We was doing that before
Mm-hmm.
churches was rushing to YouTube. We did
Oh.
that over 11, 12 years ago. Posting videos and taking pictures, having a church website. And this is why it's important to have young people. Because if you push the young people away that know that technology, your church can't
Mm-hmm.
grow with the times. It's going to stay stuck in the old times. And if you ain't got no good digital imprint in your church now, how do you expect people to know about your church?
That's true.
So I just call a thing. Whether you want to believe it or not, I don't care if you don't want to hear it. I just show it my audience. So I'm glad I have this pulpit that I can speak to y'all. And I'm like, I get it. They said she was waiting for you to come before she. Yes, absolutely. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Not. They said spare the rod, spoil the child. It's not in the Bible. Well, I'm just saying. That's what I heard. I never read that in the scripture. I'm glad you brought it up in the scripture. See that? They said pastor spread lies is diabolical. This is why people don't support church. They are okay with calling other people cries, but don't check their own. Yeah, like I'm just telling you, like I've been through it, and I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect and stuff like that. I'm not how to hurt. I just now I can educate, and if I ever get in a position of leadership of a church, I definitely want to just really speak about mental health. Oh, they ain't gonna like my first sermon. Man, if God just let me go loose, talk about mental health and all that, ooh, child. And people need to hear that though. Because there's a lot of church folks that dealing with I would never forget it. It was a sister, I ain't gonna say her name because she watched the show and she just knows. She told the pastor everything I say. I ain't gonna share no names, but she know who she is. I ain't gonna say her name right now. Let the spirit lead me. She was dealing with deep depression. Her husband left her, cheated, all that. She was at my grandma's house, depressed and all that. And she need to speak to like she was just come to my grandmother's house to just sleep, and she was very depressed. See, we have to talk about people when you get depressed. How do you get through it? And it's okay to get therapy. It's okay to get counseling. It's okay if you need to take psych meds. Don't let nobody make you feel, you got some people that need to be on psych meds, but because they don't want to be ashamed or identify as being mentally ill, they don't take their meds. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why they keep having crisis. That's what I was going through. It was a spiritual, how can I be saved and I'm on psych meds? I'm drooling at the mouth. Now I don't care if I am drooling. Let me drool. Good. Take me a nap. Give me a little hot cup of coffee. Let me do this show in the morning. I had to understand it and do it. And I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I have to learn that along the way. I have to learn that from just growing and learning. But thank you,
Well,
Icon, for
well,
coming
we
on in
got
the
to
morning.
learn.
Tell Tiffany Haddish I said, hey. You heard me, Icon?
No, what did you say?
I said, tell Tiffany Haddish I said, hey. If you see her, say, the Wiley Show said, hey.
If I see her again, I'll let her know. But I did see Jennifer Hudson.
I want y'all to
Um,
call in, because I
but
love the one.
no, I was recording, but the damn thing did not record. So yeah, that's why I didn't bring it up. And I was so close to her
Yeah, because I
because
love it.
um,
Don't worry, I'm going to be in New
the,
York, though. I'm going to have to come and visit.
yeah. Hopefully, when you come, the because the play what is it what's that play?
You
Where
talking about
the
Nene? I
movie
mean Candy play?
no, no Jennifer her husband, the Dream Girls. Hopefully that
Oh,
comes
she
back
get on the
on
Dream Girl.
Broadway.
Okay, I gotta get a ticket because I gotta get Rico out the house. I'm like Rico, you in New York? Like it's a lot of
They
stuff,
try to go back to Broadway, so
huh?
they try to bring Dream Girl back to Broadway. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
Dream Girls back to blow. I want to go see Jennifer. And Jennifer Hudson show in New York, or is that
yeah, I believe
or
it's in New York.
it is it? Oh, okay.
No, no, I think it is it. I'm not
I'm
100
just
percent
asking. I
sure.
don't know if it's in New York. I know Sherry show is in New York. The View is in New York. Saturday Night Live is in New York.
I
And
don't think it is.
I don't. I think probably Jennifer Hudson show probably in L.A. if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe LA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But do y'all like the morning show?
If you're asking me, yes, but you know.
Yeah, I like the morning show because the reason why I like the morning show versus the night show is more people in the house and kids making noise, and so now it's like less noise in the morning. Everybody,
Or if you're at work and you're able to have one headphones in, and kill
more after
time,
the
make
show,
your day.
I just can't wait because like you know definitely because I love to be animated, have energy on the show. When I don't have energy, it's because I can't be loud. People gotta
Um,
be soft, you know, noise in the
uh,
background. But when I have a freedom to do, I say, "Oh, I'm doing this morning show." I'm like, "Yes, yes, yes,
okay.
I'm doing the morning show." Um, but yeah, I love the morning show. It's like it's real good because I was even watching Fox News, Fox Business. No, I was watching Fox News this morning. I know y'all praying. It's one of my attractive friends. He's stranded out there, and I forgot where he's stranded at. He's not in Iran. He's somewhere in India, I believe, because a lot of the airspace been restricted. So y'all just
Oh,
pray.
you
This
pray
ain't the time.
damn thing.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be traveling. This ain't the time to be trying to go all these different countries. Stay in the United States right now. If I were you,
Mm-hmm.
this ain't the time because they're and the cartels will have some issues over there in Mexico. So people will get straight. This is the time for you to stay at home in the United States,
Well, to
right?
be honest with you, I have not been keeping up with what's been going on. I've been hearing bits and bits, but do I need to
It's
stay
to
tuned?
me,
Because it's
it's to me, I'm not shocked and surprised because this have been predicted in the Bible, in the Revelations, there's gonna be wars and rumors of wars. So that's still where we at. So uh if Revelation is true, it will continue to be wars. And this was prophesied back with John. Somebody, Bible scholars, come in the chat. So I'm not surprised. We would
mm,
never be at place of world peace. If that was the case, it would be in the Bible. There will be world peace. It said in the last days there will be wars, rumors of war. It's going to happen. It's happening right now in our very eyes. We see it.
but they said they're going to be doing stuff to us too, right?
Of course, they have already
But
tried. We have already lost some
but
soldiers.
but my thing is, I'm from New York, and New York,
New York,
I
I
be
agree. That's a
visiting.
prime. Yes, and it's just sad.
Okay.
It's so sad because Um, it's so much going on in the world right now. I would love to do a video and talk about it, but we have to talk about it off YouTube because YouTube don't like us talking about stuff like this. But
They said that.
this situation is just sad because it's just like our innocent brothers and sisters are going to be on the front lines
Yeah.
fighting for what? Like you're fighting for land, you're fighting for oil. We're trying to tell countries what to do, how to run their
Mm,
country. But over here in the United States, you want to cut food stamps, you want to cut Medicaid, you want to
mm,
cut Social Security, you want to cut DEI. He said DEI is
exactly.
dead. You want to fire black people in positions in your administration to replace them with white ones. You want to do all of these things and then want to distract from the Epstein file. His name been mentioned a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times. Epstein file. You see Hillary Clinton getting upset and all that, but Hillary, your husband was at the Epstein Island, but
Mm,
he just lied. but he was in a hot tub. He was very comfortable over there with Epstein. So it's a lot that's going on in this world. And the only thing that we should do now more than ever is pray, fast, read your word, stock your refrigerator, and just be aware. I
Someone
think
said
we
the gas is going to get higher now. Is that true, or did it get higher?
Yeah, I've heard rumors because Iran have oil over there that the gas gonna go down, but I think I wouldn't be so. I don't think it's gonna be that high because we do have our emergency stockpile that I think Trump will use to keep the prices at a good level. So I don't think he want the prices to go so up now that this is like the midterm elections. Not saying it
Mm.
won't go up, but I don't think he will. It will. I think his advice should advise him to use the stockpiles that we have because if them prices go up, Republicans will lose the House and they will
Forget
lose
about
the Senate.
it.
They will
Uh-huh.
lose both of it because that's what Democrats run on. Look at the Republicans. The gas is $10 a gallon. They did something terrible. So I don't think he would have it like that. But America, even with the oil thing, America, it was, I believe, President Carter, if I'm not mistaken, had a deal that if you get oil, you must use the American dollar. Now that that deal has expired, people are not using the American dollar to get oil. They're using the Chinese dollar. They're using peso. They don't have to use the American dollar anymore. So,
Mm.
um, so that's why you see a lot of this going on in Venezuela and all that because these other countries they're getting smart. They're using their own currency. They're not using and if more countries follow suit, the American dollars won't be strong. And that's going to harm our economy in the long run. So it's a lot that's going on, but only thing I can say is buckle your seatbelt because
Okay.
because because no matter who was president, we have always had wars. I mean, America for almost 250 years have never had a decade where we weren't at war. We were always at war with something, whether it was internal war in the country or bothering other countries. And so I personally won't tell my children to join the military and go on the front lines, but you a parent, you want to get that free education, you want to do all that. I want to do it because this is like for what? You fighting for oil, like or you fighting for like to take people land, and it's a lot that's going on. When I don't try to watch the news every day because it is draining. I do believe you should follow like black newspapers. Like Roland Martin is really good to follow. Don Lemon. Reason why I like Roland and Don because they bring other experts. Most of them are black, especially on Roland show. So you get that perspective, so you can know what's going on in the world. Because I think you should know, so you won't be
Okay.
shocked. So you won't be trying to get on a plane and go to Dubai and get stranded. Oh, I didn't even know that was
Okay.
going on. Child, I didn't even know. Like you need to,
And
you need to have
they ain't going to tell you.
because it's definitely been it's out there, and I do feel bad for the people that's stranded. I do feel bad for them.
Mm.
It's a person that's stranded, and I'm like, and so
Where
when the
your friend that's stranded, where they stranded at?
he's stranded, I
In
want to
Dubai?
say I think in Dubai, either Dubai or some parts of India. I'm not a hundred
Oh,
percent sure, but I know he's stranded. He's been on the news and stuff like that. I follow him. He do like charade. He do them Real Housewives videos. It'd be so funny and stuff like that. I follow him on Instagram. He's stranded. He on the news telling what's going on. I say you be careful because a lot of them other countries don't like you criticize or sharing stuff. So I hope he okay because they
mm-hmm.
had his full government name and all that stuff.
Or
But yeah, I ain't got to worry about it because I have mental problems, so they ain't gonna be coming for me for the draft. They got to be really desperate to be trying to draft me. Me personally,
okay.
I think they should get everybody that's in prison, train them up to go
Mm-hmm.
overseas. To do their time overseas.
Okay.
Cause I'm not doing it, child. I got leg problem. I got allergies. I got bipolar.
Okay.
Stuffy nose, runny eyeballs, crooked leg. I ain't got time to be all that stuff. I remember when I signed up for the army and I signed up for infantry. I didn't even know what infantry was. I thought we was gonna be frying chicken or making some butter pecan biscuits. I didn't know that
You
I
see
was
how
on the front.
when they recruit you, they don't tell you the full thing, right?
They told me. They said if you sign up for infantry, you get to leave fast. I'm like, oh, infantry, we must be in the kitchen making some fried fish. I can do that. Man, once I really got there, they said you gonna be on the front line. I said, oh, this ain't gonna work because I ain't gonna be on nobody front lines.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get up out of here. And I quit. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I shout out to everybody that was in the military. I get it. I just couldn't do
Mhm.
it. No. And that's when
Yeah.
we was in two
I
wars. We
mean,
was in
it's not
Iraq
that
and we was in
hard.
Afghanistan. I don't Now if they need somebody to fry some chicken on the base in Fort Bennett or Fort Knox and fried catfish and baby back ribs. I can do that. You can hire me to do that. Give me a good pension, work in the kitchen, help feed the
Okay.
soldiers that's training. But I'm not going. I'm not leaving the United States to go fight no wars. I'm sorry, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Now give me a grill. I can make a tenderism. Get make the general some hot
But it's
catfish.
okay, Wally. If you're gonna be doing chicken, I'm gonna need more seasoning. Not no black pepper and salt.
Not no black, no
What you
Caesar
gonna put
salt,
black pepper in
garlic,
the chicken?
all that, and put. Listen, that's an awful idea, Crew with guns. No, I'm talking about like if you get charges like weed charges and you in prison for that, you serving the military. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about something vicious, something like you have already, like you on there for like some serious stuff. But if you on there for like weed, you know what I'm saying? Like serve in the military, stuff like that, other than doing a
Mm.
draft. But hey, that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm just saying. Like, but no, if you in there for something serious and you are warring people, assaulting people, all that, no. But if you're in there for like selling some weed, go to the military, train them out of the military, you know what I'm saying? Make sure they prepare and let them fight for the country. Just in my humble opinion. I'm just giving my opinion.
Yeah.
Whether you want to believe it or not, I'm just giving my opinion. Yeah, I got it
So
enlisted
why?
with my full condition. Yeah, I got it listed because my recruiter don't research him. I'm not gonna say his name. He was very attractive, by the way. Very attractive. Smelled so good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he knew about the fucking dish. He said just put no. So I put no. And they let me through it. I was in that limping and I got through that list. I was almost to the basic training. And I said, no, I'm not gonna do it because I knew I didn't want to do basic training. One thing I didn't want to do in basic training was the gas chamber. Because people say, oh, it's terrible. You're gonna be throwing up. And I'm like, why should we do this? Like, I think that's outdated. And so I didn't want to do that. And I knew I couldn't do no good push up to save my life, a good push up. I couldn't do the
Okay.
exercise, stuff like that. I'm like, no, no, no.
But
Absolutely not.
we salute the people in the army
What'd you say,
and
Icon? You
everyone
said you salute.
so everyone in uniform, we salute you. No
I
shade.
salute you. I just personally couldn't do it. They said addicts with
Oh,
guns. No, I'm talking about if you were selling weed, not smoking it and like becoming an addict. But if you were just trying to feed your family and say, hey, instead of you serving 4 years because of this, how about you serve 4 years in the military with an
I
income?
see that.
I
I
think that would
take
be a
your
great
opinion.
suggestion.
Yeah.
Period. So I'm just giving a suggestion. I'm just giving a suggestion, but I don't think we will have a draft like they will call for a draft because I don't think we at that need yet. I know they said it's hard for them to get people into military services because a lot of people want to do TikTok and there's other ways to make money. So they use it's like 18-year-olds now they on Twitch, they're making all this
Mm-hmm.
money. And so now they're trying
Making
to get
millions.
like military influencers. You see people in their uniforms doing TikTok videos, stuff like that, to get to that demographic. Because back in the day, that was a guaranteed good job, and it still is a guaranteed great job, great benefits. You can really do a lot with your housing voucher, with your GI Bill, and all of that. But a lot of these people, they don't want to do that type of work. They don't want to do that type of basic training. They just want to sit at home, do a TikTok,
But why? Sorry to cut you off. Why they don't target the people that be working out on TikTok? That's strong.
facts, but you know, a lot of them people they don't want to do the military stuff. They strong, but they don't want to do the military because if they did, they would already join. I just think people don't want to put themselves at risk. It's hard, as they say, it's hard. Even employers complain about the generation. these 18 and 19-year-olds, they don't want to work. They don't, they always on their phone trying to do, you know what I'm saying? People have lost their jobs because they try to do a TikTok or they try to do a Facebook. I remember I went to one interview. They put on there, please do not record in this building. They have to put
Mm-hmm.
signs up because people want to go on TikTok, want to go on Facebook, want to document what they're doing while they're at work instead of working. It was one nurse, very attractive, by the very attractive guy. You hear him doing a whole TikTok and them call lights, beep, beep, call. They said, what's that noise?
What?
Call light. He needs to be working while he's trying to get a click and a view.
Uh-huh.
Very
Wow.
attractive person. He's very attractive. He's an LPN.
And you could
Them
and,
call
and
lights
you
is
could
going off.
you could dock somebody by mistake doing that.
Yeah.
We calling the bank and the bank people is doing like, come on, man.
You can't do that. They said Gen Z is too fat. They are lowering the requirements. I might try to go back to no. I'm not going to the military. No, sorry. If they accept me, they got to be really desperate. Because no, no, sorry. I did wanted to do the training with the weaponries and training of that. I really wanted to experience that. But once I went to the range and I went, it was me. It was a couple of my subscribers. When that bullet shell hit my back, I'm like, oh, and I was waving the. I was like, oh. But once I got a hang on to it, it was good. It was good. But me, I don't even want that much power on because some people they get addicted. They're trained to have a weapon from a
Mm-hmm.
child. I just don't want to do that. That's just not for me. Like when I did it the one time, and I kept saying, I only went to the range one time in my life, never went back because it wasn't for me. I'm
Mm.
like, this ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's weird. Like it's weird. Being back in Chicago, they have a lot of crime in Chicago. I mean, they taking people out, they delete people like crazy in Chicago. Um, Shout out to Jamal Green. He posts about it a lot about what people are doing in Chicago, and I get it. When the weather breaks, it get ruthless. Chicago just lost a lot of funding from Trump because the trains people get. It was a guy that got punched at the bus stop at the train, punched him. They asked for some money, car fare, so he reached in to give him car fare or give him some bus fare, and they robbed him. But they beat him up. He was unconscious. He was in an induced coma and stuff like that. So Trump was like,
Mm-hmm.
since y'all got all this crime on public transit, we're gonna pull y'all federal dollars, and he pulled it. So now what they're trying to do is have police at every station and all that. You should have been did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excluded from any draft. Yeah, thank you. St. James Show said if you ever been admitted to a mental health facility, you are excluded from a mental from any draft. Yeah, absolutely. And if they ever
Do I need
exclude that,
to check
yeah, I'm glad because I wasn't signed up anyway. Sorry, what I look like signing up for a country
Oh.
or something like that. They want to take your food stamps, they want to take your Medicaid. They can't give you free housing or something. They got to pay me. I don't think nobody, especially if you black, what you in the military for, and the front lines, lose your life for a country that don't care nothing about
Mm.
you. But people do it because it is a good job. It's good. You get good benefits. You can really make it's good. It was this other guy on Instagram. He's very attractive. He served like 10 years in the Air Force. I follow a lot of attractive people on Instagram. No shade. I follow a lot of attractive people on Instagram. Um, and he spent like 10
So you
years in the Air Force. And
10
he talked
years?
about how he used that income to help him with his fashion career, his fashion design career. So you can really leverage that career into other stuff. So you get your degree paid by the government, you have with the housing and stuff like that. So it's really, really good, if you really want to take that. And you don't have to be on the front lines. There's so many jobs in the military that you can do. I just personally, when I joined, I just wanted to be on a, I just wanted to leave quickly because I was broke. I needed some money. I was broke. I couldn't find a job. It was a recession. So I went and I signed up for infantry and I left and signed up for infantry. And once I found out I was gonna be on the front lines, and they told me some paperwork to fill out, who you want your benefits to go to once you get deleted, and I'm like, this ain't for me. I don't want to do this no more. I'm sorry. I'm going back home. I'm going back home. I'm tired of this. I'm tired. Grandma, get me. I beg my grandma, please get me up out of here. Get me out of here today. I'm done with this. And so I was in there cleaning up, and I got into it. I was like, I don't feel like cleaning. I don't feel like getting up. I had to get up early to be like fire guard duty or something like that. I didn't get up. I slept through it. So the dude was screaming at me, "Get that smoke off your! Why did you get up?" I said, "I was sleepy. What you want to get down and give me some push up? I can't do a push up. My leg hurt." And then I would fall out, and the ambulance would come get me. I was just falling on purpose. I was just fall out. Oh, he fell out. I was like, please, I'm gonna go home. Get me up out of here. So then I got an argument with one of the drill sergeants. I was in arguing, cussing, went crazy. I ran out of there. So I'm going home. I'm going to run to Chicago. So his boss came and said, pack your bags up. You going to another unit. We went next door. Now the next door is for all the quitters. When you leave it, like, when you quit, I don't care what they call me. It's whatever. Or something. And I told him when I got there, I said, I'm not getting up early. I'm not doing no push. I'm not doing no jumper jacks. So we had to stay for a couple of months. They had to process me. It's so hard to get processed out of the military. It's a lengthy time. I was ready to go. And then I got paid for the military. Then I got me some Gatorades. They allowed me to get a Gatorade on the machine and stuff like that. But I was ready to go. I was eating burgers, so I was ready to go. I was. Then they had us clean up a parking lot, and I said, "Listen." They said, What did y'all do to get this shitty detail?" I said, "Well, I'm about to leave the military. I'm sick. I can't do this and blah blah blah, all that." And then it wasn't for me. Then at first I wanted to stay because I was getting accustomed to it, like being there in my uniform. I looked real sexy in my uniform. Only thing I regret is not taking my military ID so I can get them discounts. That's the only thing I regret. That's the only thing I regret is not taking my military ID. Because one of my friends, he had took his military ID. He was getting discounts, stuff like that. I should have just still had my military ID. But other than that, no, it's not for me. It's not for me. I did military school, 4 years military school. I joined because I couldn't find a job. And then my recruiter was very attractive. And I have a weakness for attractive men. I have a weakness. A weakness. So I understand Tyler Perry. You get that weakness. So but I have a weakness. He was very attractive. Teeth was white, attractive, built. And so he was still telling all this good stuff about Bill Winter. And so but yeah, yeah, it's just no, no. I'm glad it worked for me for that. I'm glad.
Well, we're glad that you're here to tell us your
Yes,
experience.
because I don't even know. Like, I'm gonna have to go through my DD-24s, whatever they call that stuff, and Google these people names. I want to know, is they still alive? All the people that went from Chicago, from the Illinois to Fort Bennett, Georgia. I want to know, is they still alive? I need to Google that. I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna Google them and see if they still. I just want to see how they doing now, and
Hopefully
that's
they are. So,
I'm go on my paper because they have they full government name and they last for their social security number on the paperwork. So I gotta find it. Is it DD 214s? Okay. So I'm gonna see if they still alive and stuff like that. I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see how they doing. How they doing? But yeah, it was good to have you on the live today. Like it was so good that you came on the live. Said, look at St. James, I love him, and he need to tell Will McCray stop wearing them tight suits. That man had on a tight suit. But like, why did he wear them tight suits like that? Because
okay.
when I wear something tight, it rips in the middle. It always rip in the middle, but it looked like
Mm.
his suits never rip.
It
And
probably
he
got to get a little stretchy. It's
and he
probably
didn't
he
and
probably
he
got.
didn't have it zipped up. The zipper was down, and he had his nails on and stuff like that. I bet you when they see him in Kojic, I bet some people be pleading the blood. Cause man, he be having nails. See, he couldn't come to my church, Bible church. He would be
Mm.
a servant. He would be a servant.
Well,
I'm telling you, he would be a servant. He would get rebuked. This man show up in church with nails, tight stuff. Then he go live, and then we be trying to cry. Women cry like, "Oh Lord, have mercy!" I said, "Lord, Wilbur Craig. If that ain't a diva, I don't know what is." That's courage. I mean, you got to get a man kudos have the courage to go to church with nails off. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
okay.
I couldn't have no lip gloss and long nails in church. I just couldn't do it. I've had dressed up like my Queen of Cross-Eyed Diva. Can we production? Can you bring up the picture of
Oh, I
me
haven't seen her in
when
years.
I was my Queen of Cross-Eyed Diva?
How you been?
So I did shine up as my queen of quasi diva back in the day, but that was back in the day. But you would not see me coming to church. If you see me coming to church with that, please call the psych doctor. I'm off the meds because I need a refill.
Okay.
If you see me in church,
No, but
don't let
while
me
this morning, glad I called in. I was debating. I said, let me just call. But yeah, that
Thank
was a great.
you. Thank you for calling in. Somebody else had called in. I was just doing this show or something like that. But just thank you so very much for calling in.
Yeah. Well, enjoy. How's Chicago treating you? Good. You loving it?
Good, my allergies is acting up. Like it started acting up yesterday. At first it was good.
So with the local honey. So local honey is good for you. Just eat like a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons in the morning or in the night.
Oh, you said so local honey?
Honey, because the bees with the pollen and all that nonsense. You
Okay,
building
that's what
your
I'm gonna
immune.
get.
Yeah,
So
it's expensive, but it's worth it.
I'm gonna have to get it. Y'all
Okay,
donate so I'll give me some honey and somebody said Benadryl too.
but remember that puts you to sleep. Don't Benadryl put you to sleep, so you have to take that
Good,
at night.
good. Give me a good night's sleep. Is that Benadryl? Because
Don't forget, Wally's trying to reach his target, guys. Please help Wally reach his target. It's only one
please help me
target to
reach the
be reached.
target. It's only one goal that we have. Please help us with the target on there. Make the haters mad.
Okay, like the video and subscribe.
It was so good
Let's
seeing
build
St.
Wally
James
up,
in
guys.
here because I was
What do you think?
curious because Larry Reed getting sued by Bishop Jordan.
Mm,
And I'm like, this is a mess. My thing, this is what gets me. This I love the old Bishop Jordan when he would prophesize and things what everything he prophesied came to pass. I'm just not with this whole social media hitting people links and all that. I don't know because it makes me feel like are you trying to become a social media star or are you
mm,
a prophet? That's what you just I'm just saying.
yeah.
Look at St. James in here. Okay? Thank you, St. James, so much for the 9.99. Cause
He
that's what
needs
I
to hit the link.
yes, because I'm like, when I saw him on St. James, it was a good interview, but I love that documentary that Larry did with Bishop Jordan. And it was something that Bishop Jordan he did. He prophesied in the church, and they told, and he must have said that some stuff about to go on in this church, and people about to die. Y'all need to get right, and something like that. And the pastor didn't want to hear it, so they sat him down and threw his Bible on the floor, or something like that. And everything that he prophesied came to pass. So that's the Bishop Jordan that I love, and I apologize to Bishop Jordan because you got to keep your mouth off a prophet, especially God's prophet. Now, if it's a false prophet, it's a false prophet. But if it's God's prophet, God's name, and stuff like that, so he prophesies. And there's this other prophet that I follow because he prophesied in Chicago, Prophet Todd Hall, if I'm saying it right. St. James, correct me. And he just prophesied, and I love that he give these good prophecies. And in order to know if that's a prophet from God, if it come to pass, then that's a prophet from God. If it don't come to pass, then who told you that I was going to be blessed? Now you said on the third day I'm going to be blessed. Now I'm looking on that third day. I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? On the third day, you're gonna
Mm,
be looking for that blessing to come. So if it don't come, and all that type of stuff. So and I loved how he was prophesying. He said, run around. And I wanted to go to that service so much. And I was waiting to get on the registry in Las Vegas for my CNA. So I just touched the laptop. I was in agreement. Next thing you know, I checked the registry on it. They say you on the registry. Now, mind you, supposed to take weeks. It literally happened after I got through watching Ty Hall like prophesy. So I love to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And I love to see that. But it was some prophecies that came out that wasn't true. I remember one time somebody prophesied to my grandmother. He said, God gonna bless you with a husband. My grandmother pretty much said, I already got two husbands.
mm.
So what you mean they ain't gonna bless me with another husband? I already got two husbands. Anyway, because she was married twice. So that wasn't a true prophet. So I've always look at it. If it don't come to pass, then that didn't come from God. Because if God said it's gonna happen on the third day, it's gonna happen. Amen.
Amen.
If God said on the third day, icon, you're gonna be blessed with $2 million. On that
Ooh,
third day,
ooh,
you should have $2 million,
amen.
correct? If you say God told me to tell you on the third day, you're gonna get that $2 million.
And on that third day at 12 a.m., I'm gonna be checking for it.
You're gonna be checking for it. And if it don't happen, you're gonna question that prophet, be like, hey, can you give me an update on what
Are you
God's saying
sure
now?
it
Did
was the
something
third
change? Did it
day?
get lost in
Are you
the
sure it was the third
FedEx?
day? Because today is the day.
Today is the day, so you're gonna be looking. I'm like, did I get the blessing? Is I'm getting the blessing? When is it gonna come? So,
Someone steal my blessing? What?
I love
Okay.
prophets, but where's the prophets that put like it was some prophets like prophets in the Bible, they would tell you uh when something about to go on, your kingdom about to fall, or some stuff bad. You have some prophets that would do that, but a lot of these prophets they just prophesize prosperity or prophet. You know what I'm saying, like that. It was some prophets, and the prophets still exist. They just probably not on social media. But prophets are still. You still have evangelists, you still have prophets, you still have bishops, you still have apostles, you still have all these things, and that's in the church. They say Icon has been around for years, a true supporter. Yes, he's been around for years, a true supporter. Grand Rising, I hire you most of all. How your grandmother? She passed away. Yeah, my grandmother passed away a couple of days ago, about a week ago, almost a week ago, because I know you always act. They say you sing happy in Chicago. Yes, and even though I have these allergies, but I say I got to push through the show because it will come a time where I will have my own show with hundreds of people employed and dependent upon me, and I will have to show up sick and all because Oprah had to show up sick and all because if she don't show up, people don't get paid. So.
Mm-mm.
So I always keep in mind, so you never know. I might get a daytime television show or a nighttime show or a radio show. Who knows? But you have to
Okay.
show up on here, and so that's what God blesses you when you have that attitude and that work ethic and stuff like that. But I was watching Prophet Hall, and he was like running around. I'm like, oh, I wish I was in that service. I would love to hear what he got to say about me because I would love to like run around. You gonna get blessed and stuff like that. So, but you still have prophets. But Bishop Bernard Jordan's son, I love Pastor Prophet Manassas. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm not trying to be flirty. I know it's gonna be my flesh talking. That man did a video. He was in a sauna, sweaty, in shape. My mind went into lust. I'm just to be real with you. It's hard for me to hear what God got to say. You in a sauna, sweating, dripping in your body. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Mm.
like I'm just saying. Okay, they said there's a blessing. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, he kind of attractive. He just, oh, look like, okay, what are you talking about? So I was especially, he don't hardly do them lives. I guess he kind of stopped doing them lives in the sauna with the sweaty body and the six pack and all. Because I guess I kept talking about it, but he
He the
got
only
real.
one in the song,
He was in the sauna.
but was he the only person?
I didn't see nobody else. He was the only one in the sauna. I didn't see nobody else in that sauna.
Oh,
I know I saw myself in there, envisioned that I could be in that sauna with him, and
okay.
because I wouldn't be trying to flirt and all that. Because me, I've been in this lifestyle for a long time. Ain't nothing get past me with this lifestyle. It's somebody else. I ain't gonna say his name in Chicago. They just in the closet. You can just tell. This is how church people are. They know you sweet. They know you got sugar in your tank, but don't come out. Don't try to bring your man. Don't try to get married. Then that's when we got to kick you out and shine you. Something like. Because this other guy. I'm like, you follow all my gay friends. Like, just like they can't see that you gay, but he's not open. He's just. But I
Yeah.
know he deal with men. And I'm gonna test my theory because I'm gonna go visit his church. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you want to smoke?" And so
uh,
it's just
uh,
so that's what you can get a lot of times when you're smoking, you can kind of tell like what time you on. It is what it is.
okay.
Do you want to smoke? It's I'm telling it's just, I ain't gonna say no names because we gotta say James in the comments. And these words travel around fast, so I don't want to say no names, but I see it in them. I'm like, I know this was good. Because every time I look at it, if your man got 50, 60 mutual friends, he got some sugar in his tank. And they all gay and all that stuff. I'm like, how your straight husband got 50, 60 gay people? I'm talking about stuck down, drag queen, openly gay, OnlyFans people. That's suspicious to me. I'm just saying. I'm just giving my opinion. I mean, you don't have to hear it. I'm just giving my opinion. It is what it is. They said your man be at the gym 3 or 4 hours a day. That's another suspicious thing. They be up 3 for a child, you'll cut up to. I'm just being my opinion all that time. So it is what it is. Because in the gym, you see a lot of flirtation stuff in the gym because a lot of people work out and stuff like that. But it's a crowd that go to them gyms. They be getting it.
Mm.
I've done it. I've done it. So I'm not telling you something I didn't do. And I'm talking
I've
about
seen it. I've seen it.
are you seeing it? So you know how it goes, and they be attractive dudes. I'm talking about attractive,
Uh,
attractive dudes. They want and they go there because they know they don't have to go. Because if you go to a bathhouse, that's when you know like you just in the lights. And some of them go to there too, but most of them try to do the gym. So it'll be like, oh, at least I'm not at the bathhouse. But the gym do turn into a bathhouse if the right crowd go there. It is what it is.
okay.
The whites, the blacks. But one thing about white people, they don't care about being out of shape. They just show their whole body, walk around. They go around free. I be want to see the thugs with the six pack, the tattoos walk around. You know what I'm saying? Let them just walk around with the birthday suit on. But these white dudes, the
Okay.
little pink, big bellies. I mean, they just be walking around with no butt, box shaped butt.
Harry,
Harry,
Harry.
you never seen a gym. I never went to a gym with number of black dudes in shape walking around, unless you in the, not even in the house. I haven't really seen it like that. They all in shape, but maybe one or two. But I never went in the locker room with black dudes in shape, literally showing everything. So
Okay.
I'm just giving my opinion. I don't care how mad you get. Oh, I don't want to talk like that because my man love going to the gym. I want to know if he get down with that. Go to the gym with him. And women a little sneaky too because they be get their little ones in with their personal trainer.
Okay.
Because my personal trainer was good looking. I knew he was getting a lot of poom poom. Because he became my
Okay.
personal trainer because he was attractive. His body was in shape. He was attractive. And I love just having one
So
on one sessions.
could you
It is what
imagine
it
how
is.
many people think like that, Wally, and have
Huh?
personal trainers? Could you imagine how many people think like that?
A lot of
That have
people.
personal, yeah. So you never know.
That's why they
Get
hire
that
attractive
money.
trainers. You hardly ever see ugly personal trainers because
Okay.
people love beauty and attractive and shape and so like it is what it is. And it was
Even Armon
one
Wiggins' trainer is attractive.
his Armon Wiggins
I,
trying to try and
I
some of
would
his
have to
friends.
train.
Okay, let me. I'm being a little messy here. All his friends are trying. It was one of his friends I follow. It's no shade. I said I'm getting in shape. I need some coins so I can fly people out and use my money to get it. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm sharing this. I should have shared this, but we're talking. He's so attractive. I said I want that. I'm gonna get that. And Kyle, for the name of the talk,
Oh
he's
yeah.
on my homepage. I said, once I make it financially, I'm going to California. I'm getting Kyle. He's gonna be my husband.
Okay.
I'm not
Stick
gonna
it in the
marry him, but he's just gonna be somebody I'm gonna get in with. He's gonna be my industry boo. I'm gonna smash Taraji. I'm gonna help her with her career, put her in a movie, and hit
put
that.
Taraji.
Definitely Taraji. Candy, I definitely want Candy because like Candy was on. Definitely gonna hit Sherry Shepherd. Give us because she definitely needed. You know what I'm saying? She needed. She the man, so she can stop being so thirsty for it. But no, but Armand, one of his friends, very attractive. His music, and I don't say too much about his music because that's Armand with his friend. I don't want to Armand to think that I'm feaming over his friend, so I don't just say something. I might just like the post or something like that. But he haven't gotten a Wiley show special like, oh, I love your music. Your music's playing his music because that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to put that little sauce on it.
Mm-hmm.
No, Carissa Shields, nah, she's not attracted to me. No, I don't want that. I don't like women that want to be manly and boxing and all that. No, I like feminine women. I want her smelling like balls. And I mean, she like the box. It's just not for me, personally. She's not my
Yeah.
type.
Each his
But
own.
Candy is my type. Who else?
Candy's very gorgeous.
Who was that girl that played in One on One? Kyla Pratt. Uh, definitely
I
I have a
believe.
crush on her. And Kerry Washington. They said she married, but once I become a billionaire, they definitely gonna be like they definitely gonna fall for a while because women love money. So it is what it is. Most women that get in the chat with that, so I don't really have standards. A man come with millions, you gonna drop them draws. It is what it is. Shut up with it. You might not even win those
Okay.
draws, but you might just be already ready for it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Because
give
I
it
would
some
be ready.
sympathy. I gotta give her the sympathy D. She definitely needed it because she's be so desperate for it. And I know she probably good at bed. She from Chicago, so she know how to ride it, she know how to, gobble it down and stuff like that. It is what it is. I'm gonna just give it some sympathy. And I'm gonna help her with her show. Look Kim, I'm gonna definitely help her with her career. I'm gonna have Has Been Records. I'm gonna sign her to my label, fund her album, get the best writers, the best producers, everything. I'm gonna definitely help her with her career. Because I like to help people that fall off and help them get back into the industry. I'm gonna be them type of people.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna smash Lil Kim because I think she still got, let's see how it tastes. It is what it is. But yeah,
Well,
Sherry
well,
does get free
I
vibes.
go
She's free.
bushes, make my tea, and go back in the bushes
Okay, you go
wilding.
back there, go back in the bush. Look, I'm getting so wild. Why are we up there talking like this early in the morning? Thank
But
you,
it was good
Icon, for
talking
coming
to you.
on.
Okay.
Thank you. Love you, bro. Yeah,
All right.
Sherry is too thirsty. She is. I love Sherry. But she's thirsty because she needs it. She wants it. And she can't deal with anybody because she's married. Not married because she is a woman. They said Sherry too thirsty. So yeah, this was good. I didn't was not planning to do no 2 hour show, but I'm so happy y'all here. Y'all love y'all. Shout out to St. James show for coming through. Got the allergies bad with allergies. So I'm gonna have to go get some allergy medicine for real, because it is eating me up. Uh, if something else pop off today, I definitely will do a show and talk about it. But we talked about everything else. It's something that y'all want my comment on, comment in the chat, and I will comment on it really quickly. Because we've been on for 2 hours. I know, shout out to people that's going to catch this in the replay tomorrow or catching the replay later on today. But we do need you to hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. It's 97 people in the chat. So we need 97 likes. Like the video. We got 97. Hit that like. We put on a good show today. Shout out to Tasha K and Michelle ATLien Brown. We talked about that interview. And if it's something else y'all want my opinion on, always just DM me and I'll talk about it. If it interests me. If it interests me, we'll talk about it. If it interests me. If it's some story that we can talk about, we'll definitely dive in and talk about it. Let's see. Whoo, whoo. Oh, wait a minute. Where's I'm doing? Let me see this real quick. Let me see. Because somehow I can't hear the videos when y'all watch the videos. So let me see what I had saved to show y'all today. Oh, who was this hitting me in my DM? Let me see. Oh, I'm praying for him because he's attractive. I don't know why he in the hospital though, but I'm praying for him. Let me not say no. Let me not show my DMs. Who did I save in here? Okay, let's do it. Let me do this. How we doing with the likes daily, though? So let me know.
military. Okay, friend, get you some wine, and I'm gonna tell you the story of how I ended up in the Navy. Okay, so as y'all know, I'm from Chicago. I was raised by my mama and my godmom and my auntie. I never had a dad growing up. He was invisible. I don't know. He said, "Get somebody else to do it." Whatever. So the only thing I've ever been passionate about growing up was fashion. I mean, I wanted to be an author at some point, but for the most part, I was always into fashion. I didn't know that I wanted to start designing until senior year, junior, senior year. And I actually was designing in high school. Like I designed for Queen Key, I designed for Asian Doll, I designed for Lotto. When Dirk used to do concerts, he used to bring me on stage with him. Hold up, I'm gonna show y'all a clip.
Oh, yeah.
I took Dreezy on prom. Like I had made quite the name for myself in Chicago, but even after doing all of that and working two jobs, I still wasn't making enough money to start my own brand and like maintain on my own. And because I watched my mama like struggle basically my whole life, I didn't want to have to depend on her. You know what I mean? I didn't want to take out a loan and go to college and be a broke college student and still have to, I wanted to have my own. I wanted to build my own. And the military came to my school and they talked to me, and it was basically a way for me to get out of Chicago because I know so many people. Growing up, I would look around and I would see all these talented people that never got an opportunity to get out of Chicago, and I was like, I didn't want to be like that. So I used the military basically to get out. After saving up enough money, like 3 years, 4 years in the military, I finally put out my first collection. I dropped the pictures on Twitter. They went viral. I don't know if y'all seen these coats go viral like on Twitter or Facebook. And you probably just never put two and two together that I designed these. Yes, friend, that was me. So yeah, I've dropped like three sold out collections. I got invited to New York Fashion Week twice. I got invited to Paris Fashion Week next season. I got featured in Business Insider for balancing both of my careers. Like I basically used the military to get out of Chicago and save enough money to build my brand. And I got like 6 more months left in the Navy, and then I can get out. I feel like if I actually pull this off and become a household, when I pull this off and become a household name, that story is going to be such a great story to tell. Like from military to mogul, like that's kind of crazy. But yeah, if you want to support the brand, the link is in my bio. Or you could just follow me on Instagram and then comment on all of my pictures when I post them, like we best friends. That's the best kind of support, in my opinion. Oh, and y'all know I'm in my influencer era. I just signed my first brand deal. You know the episode of Black Mirror when everybody got scores and they scores affect how they get treated in society? That's literally what being an influencer is like. And right now my score is low as hell. So yeah, help me out. But cheers. And now you know. I just realized I never told y'all a story about how
So that's person I love to watch. And who else that be watching? I follow a lot of attractive. Give me a sec. Who else? Who else? Who else? Oh hell, this is the one I want to show y'all. Hold on.
Had a client today pull up. Boyfriend put her with her to drop her off. I came outside to get her. He looked at me, said hell no, and drove off. So the message is please stop being so tender. I do not want y'all females. It's strictly business. I got a baby to feed. I got bills to pay. Stop being so tender. Just go for dykes too, please. But that is the message. Deuces. Hey, what's up with it? Hey, it's like the third time something like this that happened, so I gotta speak on it. Had a client today pull up. Her boyfriend put her with her to drop her off. I came outside to get her. He looked at me, said hell no, and drove off. So the message is please stop being so tender. I do not want y'all females. It's strictly business. I got a baby to feed. I got bills to pay. Stop being so tender. Just go for dykes too, please. But that is the message. Deuces. Hey, what's
And I told him, I said, listen, you need to get a female assistant to go to the car and let people in because if a man is dropping their girl off, see you, you're probably more attracted than her man, or that they're gonna leave. So it is best that you get like an assistant to that's a female to let them in a place so you can do their nails. But you trying to do it, you're masculine, you are attracted, them lips. Oh my gosh. So that's probably why they be like, oh no, I'm not gonna happen. I've even had people, even to me, would say, it was one subscriber, her boyfriend said, I would let her come, but she liked you too much. So she's not coming to see you in Vegas. Like, what? But so I just imagine if I look like that, sound like that, that they're gonna be like,
Had a client today pull up. Her boyfriend put her with her to drop her off. I came outside to get her. He looked at me, said hell no, and drove off. So the message is, please stop being so tender. I do not want y'all females. It's strictly business. I got a baby to feed. I got bills to pay. Stop being so tender. Just go for dykes too, please.
and so yeah, you got to be careful with it. So I'm just trying to have this. So let me see what you say in the comments. Says someone posted in here, why do we need a workout group? I be in the gym daily. Yes, please. It said a man like all body types. Trust. I hear you. I hear you. We definitely need it. I definitely once I get my money up, I'm gonna get back in the gym. I just need to get my money up. Get my money. I got to be more active on YouTube. Definitely got to get more active on YouTube. So that's another person I was watching on there. That's a great suggestion. And I would love to for Brandy book. You guys, it's coming out in April, I believe next month. So that's gonna be our book club pick. So make sure y'all get our book when that come out. That's gonna be our book club pick. Definitely gonna be our book. I think that's it. That's all I wanted to show y'all. Do I have something else I wanted to show y'all? Oh, of course, Kyle. He's my favorite. I love him. I'm so thirsty. What does he say? Let me unmute him. How about y'all?
Small pepperoni pizza, y'all. A small pizza from Papa John's. The little Pazuki brownie, whatever you want to call it, and some breadsticks. Like I thought I was about to have me a fucking little a dinner, for one. So my friend comes over, and we were supposed to go out, and my food comes before they come. It comes like maybe 2 minutes before. But the whole time I'm in the bathroom getting ready. So they bring my food in, and maybe 10 minutes goes by, and I text them while I'm still in the bathroom. And I tell them, you don't have to wait for me. You can just go ahead. I come out of the bathroom, walk in the kitchen, see 2 boxes sitting on the counter. And I'm like, yes, I'm about to fuck this pizza up. I open one box, breadsticks. Okay. I open the little brownie box. I'm like, okay, where is the pizza box? I'm looking in the oven. Did he put it in the oven? Did he put it in the microwave? That pizza box was fucking gone. So I'm like, I know they didn't forget the pizza. So I head over to my app, got on my email, and I see DoorDash sent me a picture of the drop off. And it was 3 boxes. 3. His sneaky ass ate my fucking pizza, felt guilty, didn't want to leave that damn box behind. So you tried to take the box with you so you could lie and say that the shit never came. And to make matters worse, he ate a fucking piece of the brownie, but left the brownies. Then when I confronted him, I didn't see no piece of box. Oh, you didn't know DoorDash sent pictures. Y'all need to stop stealing. Because when people catch you up, then you be looking stupid. Yeah, I went to bed hungry.
Everybody knows that I have a huge crush on Kyle. Let me call the gym. Hold on, let me call. Give me a second. Let me, child, what's all this whole thing? Let me ask him. Yes, I'm trying to see how to sign up for a gym membership. Like, what would be the price for that? Do y'all have any specials this month or no? Okay, so what's the price? Do you know on the top of your head or no? Okay, so what's the one though? 14.99 one. What does that consist of? Oh, and then plus, I see right here they said a $79 enrollment fee. That's just to one club only. I see that tag $79 enrollment fee. I'm looking on the website now. Okay, thank you so much. Uh huh. Bye bye. Then they have this gym 24.99 zero enrollment fee. Let me call this other gym that I went to. Dang, I should have. I guess. Oh, this LA Fitness. I'm sure. Hopefully they cheap. Let me check on their website. I'm just trying to check and see. You said you didn't ask my crush on Kyle or Armand. No, I'm talking about I have a crush on Kyle. Armand is my brother. L- eh, both of these gyms. Oh, Planet Fitness. Let me see where's that gym at. Do I have a Planet Fitness? Hello? Yes, I'm trying to see how much it is to sign up for a gym membership. Okay. Is that the cheapest one you have? Okay. Do I have to pay the enrollment fee today as well? Okay. Oh, so you can do it online too. Okay. I'm gonna go on the website. Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks again. And this is not 24 hours, right? Oh, okay. Because I know y'all had bought it. So okay. Thank you. All right. Bye bye. Thank you. Oh. Okay. She said private all because it's crowded. Okay, so this jump that I'm looking at right now is 24.99 a month, and you don't have to pay no enrollment fee. So I'm about to click. So if you pay, and then yeah, so it's 24.99 a month. Because then the other one, that's the closest one to my house. Then the other deal is you have to pay like a $79 one uh, uh, enrollment fee, and then by the time May 3rd happened, uh, you got to pay 59.99 for the yearly. So 24.99. Or if you do the cheapest one, you still have to pay uh, the $79 enrollment fee. Yeah, I will go with the 24.99 one because you'll have to pay the $79 enrollment fee if you do that, and then I'll join. Yeah. Mhm. Is this 24 hours? Let me check the hours. Hold on 1 second. I can check on my phone. This gym, oh, we you hold on, let me double check before I give you an answer. It's not 24 hours, but it's 4 to midnight, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 to midnight, Saturday, 4 to 10 p.m., 4 a.m. to 10 p.m., Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's the uh hours. Oh yeah, I can do Apple Pay, yeah. I'll put my number down. If anybody else want to do Apple Pay, that'll be good. I need to be back in the gym. Hey, get this body right. Get this body right. Definitely gotta get this body right. Cause I was going to what was that gym? Cause LA Fitness bought it. Yeah, it is healthy to focus on. You're right. We've been up for 2 hours. Woo. But I'm happy that we did it. Anything else I want to say on here? But no, Caillou is my crush. I shared that already, right? Caillou is my crush.
And like outlining a few
No, just playing music in the back. Oh. And the gym today? You want me to go today? Good God. Now or never. Let me sign up to the gym. Some is right around the corner. Definitely need to sign up. Good morning, love. So you just want me to sign up for 1 month? Or are you going to do it for 3 months? Let me know. Oh, you said a starter kit? Oh, Lord have mercy. But for sure, I'm gonna go tomorrow. But these allergies, I want to know when my allergies start when I work out in the gym. They said, I mean, what? Y'all is something else. Definitely have a crush on him. Okay, so what other videos that I have? Give me a second. Let me scroll down. Let me scroll down. I think that is the only one that I saved. Because some of this stuff got music playing, music playing. Okay, that's it. Okay, who these allergies? I need to get some allergy medicine ASAP. But thank y'all so very much for coming on the show today. Thank y'all for y'all support. I was at my peak when I was in the gym. Thank you. Excuse me. Did y'all enjoy the show today? Thank you for the support. I'm gonna go. If something else pop off, I'm gonna do the live. And something else pop off, I'll do the live. Make sure y'all thumbs up and share. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Please keep my family in your prayers. I lost my grandmother, so pray for my family as they grieve and go through it. But I have to come and entertain my family. Y'all are my virtual family. Give y'all a virtual hug. Thank you, sis, for the Apple Pay. So we're gonna sign up for the gym membership. Get back in the gym, all that good stuff. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times car, always remember to put God first. If you want to contribute to our show, $Wally Show 1990. We did reach our goal. We want to thank St. James for the super chat. Thank you so very much for your support. Thank you, brother, for showing love. Thank you, Icon, for calling in. I will see y'all again in the next video. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. I'll talk to y'all. So I think we can play the intro, the outro. Let's see.